My mic has been muted this whole entire time. I just noticed that. I apologize about that. You guys probably heard absolutely positively nothing I just said. I really, really apologize about that. But just to recap, I am smoking a CAO flavors Bella Vanilla cigar, and going to try to knock a little bit more of this Ragged Branch whiskey out, mixed with strawberries and cream, Dr. Pepper. Also wanted to wish all the dads out there a happy early Father's Day. Father's Day is this Sunday. I'm going live tonight because I'm going to be in a wedding tomorrow, and I didn't want to, try to rush home to make sure I go live on time or at a decent time, rather. So I decided to go ahead and do it tonight. And the way it's looking, I might be going live on next Friday as well instead of Saturday night. We are making a trip to New Jersey to go do some fishing for Fishing the 50, probably do some eating videos up there with the family. And I feel like it would be a better night for me to go live Friday night there at the hotel because Saturday we'll probably be resting because when we wake up Sunday morning, we'll be driving back. And I'm going to be doing all the driving, even though New Jersey is only about a 4.5 hour drive from here. But I wanted to be, well rested for that. So I decided to do the live Friday, which I believe we are planning fishing on Friday. So I might have some fish for the catch of the week. Speaking of which, I got quite a few pictures for catch of the week this week. And I can't wait to show you guys. I got some of my son's catches and one of his friends. And should be pretty interesting. I'm sorry, it should be pretty cool to watch the young generation fish. They actually fish on their own. They're very responsible with it, so I'm really, really proud of both of them. Also, we're going to be doing a new segment tonight called "ODE to the Cookaholics." I've been getting quite a few cooking pictures of people's food and stuff like that, and I wanted to feature it on the channel here as well. So I'm going to be doing that a little bit later on. So we have a pretty good action-packed show for you guys tonight. So can't wait to go ahead and get started. We're just going to go ahead and give it a few more minutes and let some more people join, and we are going to get started. This cigar is pretty good. I also have a thermosol out here with me tonight. I know last week I was fighting for my life against mosquitoes and other bugs and stuff. I didn't want to do all that swatting tonight, so I got the thermosol, and I also bought out my CAO flavors cherry bombs as well to help mitigate the mosquitoes. Yeah, I just unmuted. All right, before we go ahead and get started with the actual topic tonight, I wanted to go ahead and start off with a story time with Bigfella. This story I'm going to be calling Ding Dong. I don't know if you guys knew it or not, but when I was younger, I was hell. Like, I was doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Figured I'd let you guys in on one of these stories tonight. My kids, if you're watching this, I don't recommend doing this nowadays because the world is different. But when I was younger, me and my cousins would play a game called Ding Dong Ditch. For those of you that do not know what Ding Dong Ditch is, it is going up to a random stranger's house and knocking on the door or ringing the doorbell and booking it out of sight and hiding and watching the people answer the door and nobody's there. So, they think something's really going on. Definitely don't recommend doing it nowadays, but I was pretty much a king of Ding Dong Ditch when I was younger. I excuse me. I used to be able to hide with the best of them. I never got caught, with the exception of the one time I'm about to tell you. Because everybody meets their end one of these days. But We were playing Ding Dong Ditch in my grandmother's neighborhood, and the hiding spot was the porch, the front porch. The house we were planning on doing some Ding Dong Ditches to. They didn't have oops, they didn't have a vision of us on the porch, so we could play it off like we were like just hanging out on the porch watching TV and whatnot. My grandma had this. It was her porch was glassed in, sliding door, all that good stuff. Windows on all sides. It was really fun to hang out there because you could see everything around you. Plus, we had the TVs and all that stuff out there. We'd play video games, all that good stuff. So my cousins egged me on, because I'm the king of Ding Dong Ditch. And so we are sitting out there. I wait for my right moment. I see like the kitchen light go out, so I'm like, I'm gonna go get them now. I sneak on over to the house. I'm wearing all black, of course, and get up to the house. They didn't have a doorbell, so I knocked really hard. I knocked like I was the police, y'all. I'm talking about. I'm like bang, bang, bang. I hit 3 bangs. I beeline it to my grandma's house, and I turn. I can look over my shoulder, and I didn't see anybody at the front door. And I'm like, oh, I got it made. They're not going to catch me. My cousins closed the screen door. I'm sorry, the glass door. And my grandma's windows was pretty clean. And I think you guys know where this is going after here. But I ran like when I say my entire face, like the whole face hit the glass at the same time. I'm talking about forehead to chin, all at the same time. It wasn't forehead first, chin later. It was all at the same time. And I fell backwards on that ground. And while I'm on the ground, the neighbors answered the door. And I was like, "Hey, did you knock on my door?" And I was like, "Yeah, I was. I made up some story that I was looking for such and such, but I forgot they weren't home, so I came over here to my grandma's house, and I didn't get in a whole lot of trouble. But they told me next time don't be knocking like I'm the police." But yeah, that is my story of ding dong ditching, and I haven't done it since. I do not recommend kids nowadays doing that at all because the world is completely different. I see some people has joined during my story time. I see Beaver Baron has made it. How are you doing? It is wonderful to see you. I am smoking the CAO Flavors Bella Vanilla cigar tonight. This one's really, really smooth. It's a little bit smoother than that Moon Trance one I was smoking last week. Like I really, really like this one a lot, but this one doesn't really have a strong aroma like the Moon Trance one, which is why I like the Moon Trance one a little bit better. But tonight I am still sipping on Old Ragged Branch. I am also mixing it with Dr. Pepper and strawberries and cream tonight. It actually, I think this is the best one so far. I didn't mix it with the Dr. Pepper cream soda. I went with this one. It actually tastes a little bit better. But Beaver Man, I can't remember if you're a dad or not. If you are, happy Father's Day. But yeah, that is my story of ding dong ditching. Like I said, I was hell when I was well. Like old Shannon Sharp says. I got some crazy stories for days about my upbringing. I believe I have told you guys the story of when I hit my cousin in Iraq, and then a year later or so, she ended up getting me in the eye with a fish hook, or eyelid rather. All those unforgettable moments. But something else I wanted to talk about tonight. I'm sorry, another comment came in. Oh yeah, he is a dad, so yeah, definitely happy Father's Day, and I appreciate the well wishes for Father's Day as well. One of the other things I wanted to talk about tonight, as you saw from the title of this video, is who do you think has the best teaching fishing channel? For me, I learned all my bass fishing because I grew up fishing the rivers, spinning gear, sinkers, for catfish, perch, and all that stuff. I kind of taught myself bass fishing with the help of Fluke Master, Gene Jensen. I watched a ton of his videos and went out and tried a bunch of his stuff. And that really, really got me hooked in the bass fishing. Another channel I ended up following a lot was Brian Latimer. And I think those two channels helped me become the bass fisherman I am today. Even though I still catfish from time to time, I feel like I've latched on to bass fishing a little more. I guess it's a little more challenging, and I like the challenge. But who do you guys think has one of the best uh, teaching fishing channels out there? I know you got like Milliken Fishing and bassresource.com, things like that. I just want to see who you guys think is the best fishing teaching fishing channel out there. Sorry, I'm refreshing my drink. It's almost 90 degrees out here in Virginia. Well, it's a little bit cooler than that, but that's what the high was today. Um, my ice is melting pretty quick, so I gotta, top the glass back off. I'm trying to think of who else has really, really good fishing channels. I forget the guy's name, but he has a really good kayak channel. He fished with Fluke Master a few times. I think that's how Fluke Master ended up getting into the whole kayak tournament and stuff like that by collabing with this guy. I wish I could think of his name right now. He's really tall, has a beard, all that good stuff. Kayak fishes a lot. Um, I just wish I could remember his name right now. It'll come to me probably when I'm like 3 or 4 segments in. But yeah, he had a really good channel. I think for a while before like the Googans became the Googans, I was watching a lot of their stuff. I think theirs is more so of the entertainment value than really teaching. But I used to love a lot of those guys. I don't even know if any of them really do any fishing stuff anymore. I feel like John Beast, he still does it. Flair, he does it. Don't really know of the other guys anymore. I don't get notifications for them anyway, and I haven't even checked up on their channels to see what they've been up to. Let's see. I don't see any new comments. But excuse me. All right. If you guys want to, you guys can leave your comments over there in the comment section as to who do you think has the best fishing channels that that teaches you how to fish. But we're going to go ahead and move on to our next segment. I know a couple guys are in here waiting for this, and it is Catch of the Week. All right. The comment says Isaiah told me he was scared to touch the catfish. I'm not gonna lie, I was scared at one point in time too, but my dad taught me how to hold the catfish. I guess I'm gonna have to show him how to hold the catfish again. But I have a picture of his catfish in here somewhere, right here. Here's the catfish Isaiah caught earlier in the week. As you can see, it's laying on the dock. I guess he was kind of scared to touch it with it laying there. And here's yours, Cam, your little perch there. And if I remember right, I think this one is yours as well. The perch have been biting really, really good this week. I went to a local spot here called Kimmy Ann's, and they have some catfish candy. He told me some of the ingredients. I don't even want to know if he wants me to mention any of those, but it was out there. It was catching catfish, but the perch were really after it that night too. The day I went fishing. Whew. Let's just see. This catch here was a friend of mine, Jason. I'm not sure if he's in here tonight. He was bass fishing and caught a frog on a frog. Well, cannibals out here eating each other. But then he ended up also catching this bass here. I was trying to zoom in on the ruler, but it seems like a really really nice fish. Like looking at it compared to his hand, it was a really really nice bass. He also kayak fishes too, as you can see. He's out there in his kayak. He might have been fishing in a tournament or something like that. I know he does that a lot. But here are some of my catches. Here's a pretty nice sized catfish I caught last Sunday when I went out. I got a whole story about last Sunday. I was supposed to be bass fishing, but ended up going catfishing. I'll tell you guys about that in a minute. Um, but yeah, here's one of my catfishes, and here's my bucket with 2 or 3 more catfish in there, and there's some more perch under the catfish, but you can see the one perch that's hanging out over there on its lonesome. But yeah, that's all the catches that I have this week. If you are interested in having your catches featured in the show, send them to me on Facebook Messenger or Instagram Messenger, or you can email them to me at bigfellaoutdoors@gmail.com, and I'll be more than glad to put them in the show and feature you guys. This is what it's all about, just getting out there and enjoying the great outdoors. But like I was saying, I was supposed to take the boat out bass fishing last week, or crappie fishing. Me and my dad, I got the boat all hooked up to the truck and whatnot, and drove over to his house. And the way his driveway is, I got to pull all the way down into the driveway, kind of loop around, and turn around to face back out. As I'm doing all of that, I happen to look in the side mirror to, I'm watching the trailer to make sure I'm not getting ready to hit anything, and I see the tire on the passenger side doing this. I was like, wow, that thing's wiggling like a crankbait out there. What is going on? I hop out, and this is what I see. Tires leaning all sideways like this. And I'm like, oh no, please don't tell me the hub broke in. That's exactly what happened. As you can see, the hub has completely snapped. If you can look a little bit closer there, the inner bearing is all stripped out and broken, and had my tire leaning all like this. So needless to say, the boat is parked over at my parents' house right now. I ordered a set of hubs and stuff and went over there to slide it all on there, because replacing hubs and bearings and stuff like that is really really easy. Well, I should say it's really really easy if you order the right size stuff. My trailer is older. The wheel bearings that I ordered in the hub, for some reason it was the inner bearing was bigger than the outer bearing. I'm not sure why. The existing bearings were the same size on both sides of the bearing, but I guess I didn't pay attention when I ordered the bearings and ordered the wrong stuff. So that's causing a little bit of a delay. All that stuff should be in tomorrow, and if I can get some daylight after the wedding to go and fix it, I'll be out there in the water on it on Sunday. If not, it'll probably be sometime after I get back from New Jersey. But the boat's down right now. That also is kind of putting a hindrance on fixing up that kayak trailer that I have, so I can take the kayaks out. The truck I have now, since my kayak is like 11 and a half feet, my bed's only 5.5. That's going to be a lot of overhang, and I'm kind of scared to strap the kayak down in there without it doing a whole lot of moving. The old truck I used to have had ladder racks on top of there, and that's how I used to carry the kayak around. But putting that kayak on top of the truck, extremely hard, especially if you've been out there paddling all day. You don't want to be trying to lift up those 60-pound kayak and try to get it on top of a truck. Plus, unpack all your gear and stuff. See, look how small my ice ball got, y'all. It's pretty warm out here tonight. Sorry to be in a blow smoke in y'all's face. Yeah, B for Baron said those are some nice catches. Yeah, Isaiah and Cam, y'all. I really like that. They go fishing just about every day they can. They're on summer break, so if I'm at work before Isaiah wakes up, Isaiah will literally walk down and go fishing with Cam. So I think that's pretty awesome that you two do that. Let me know if y'all run out of bait. I'll buy y'all some more bait, whether it be worms or some more of that catfish candy. I'd be more than happy to get it for y'all so y'all can continue to go fishing. But now let's go ahead and move into our next segment, which is our social session. So this week I was scrolling through Facebook, and I found a lot of stuff, but I didn't know if it would be appropriate or anything. But as I'm sitting, like in traffic or something like that, not in traffic, between service calls in the parking lot, I am looking through Facebook and stuff like that, and I came across this. There was I guess there was a survey of some sort done, and they put the results on this website, and it is what foods make the best leftovers. For instance, like you cook dinner, you throw something in the refrigerator, and you warm it up, and it tastes better the second day around. Their list is as follows, and let me know if you guys agree or disagree with this. With this list, I think it's a list of 10. Number one is the most voted. Let's start at number 10, actually. Which really surprised me that this is even number 10. I think it should be higher up on the list, and it's pizza. They somehow pizza came in 10th place as the best leftover food. Me personally, I think pizza should be way higher up the list. And even cold pizza, it's nothing like grabbing a slice of pizza out of the refrigerator and just biting into it. I think it tastes better than well, let me not say it tastes better than when it's piping hot when you first get it, because that's a really good slice of pizza too. But there's nothing that beats a cold slice of pizza, or even throwing it in the microwave and warming it up for a couple seconds. I really think pizza should be higher up on the list. Number 9, I've never had it before, but they voted as curry as number 9, and I mean, I guess I could see it. I'll have to taste it for myself, and then also eat it as leftovers to see if I think it's a really good leftover. But I'll imagine with all the seasonings and spices and stuff that's in curry, once that marinates in the refrigerator overnight after it cooks, I'm pretty sure the flavor of it excels a little bit. Number 8 kind of made me mad a little bit because I think it should be higher on the list as well, and that is fried chicken. Um, there's nothing to me like going out and getting some Popeyes and not eating it all, throwing it in the refrigerator, and then the next day throwing it in the microwave. I don't know what it is. I still like the fact that the chicken is still crunchy. Um, I've even went fancy with it one time and actually threw the Popeyes in the air fryer and got it warmed up that way, and still kept the crunch and all that good stuff. But I'm really surprised that fried chicken came in at number 8. And number 7 is going to surprise you guys. I know it surprised me, um, because I'm not sure what kind of people did this list, but they voted 7th best leftover food is frittatas, quiche, and tarts. Frittatas, I think frittatas and quiche are like egg based, and I don't know about you guys. I can't do like reheated eggs. I've cooked scrambled eggs one time, like left them in the microwave or something while I did a bunch of stuff and tried to heat them up. They were always rubbery, and the flavor just wasn't there for me. But I'm not sure who made this list. I don't think it was folks like us, normal folks like eating frittatas and quiche and whatnot. But they really did vote frittatas and quiche and stuff like that as number 7. Number 6 I can get with chili. I really think chili heated up the next day after you cook it. Again, like kind of like curry, all those seasonings and spices and stuff have a chance to gel together and hang out and cool off in the fridge overnight, and then you warm that stuff back up. I think chili's better the second day around. Let's see. Number 5, I agree with as well. Spaghetti with meat sauce. Um, I don't put a whole lot of seasonings in my tomato sauce. Also, I don't make my own tomato sauce. I go get canned sauces, and I doctor them up myself. But I just throw a little bit of Italian seasoning in there. Don't shoot me. I do put a little bit of sugar and a little bit of salt in my spaghetti sauce. But I think that stuff to heat it up the next day is top tier, right up there with cold pizza and fried chicken. Number 4, I think I can get with as well. Beef stew. I think anything that you cook like a stew or spaghetti or anything in the crock pot, for me, it's always better the second day around when you warm it up and you get to eat on it again. Um, Number 3, I agree with too. That's pulled pork. Again, especially if you smoke it, warming that stuff back up in the microwave. And I'll share a little secret I like to do. When I heat it up in a bowl, I pour a little bit of apple cider vinegar in it too, and then warm it up. It like I don't know, it just does something else with the barbecue sauce and makes it a little bit better. Number 2 is lasagna. Um, I probably put lasagna and spaghetti together. Um, I mean, one just has cheese, one doesn't, and it's different type of noodles, of course. But I think lasagna is a really, really good leftover food as well. And then number 1, I don't know if people would agree or disagree with this, but meatloaf. My wife makes a pretty banging meatloaf. Um, Her meatloaf, I probably would put really, really high up on the leftover list. I'm not really, really big on leftovers unless it's like chicken pizza or meatloaf, and lasagna, stuff like that. Um, at our house, honestly, a lot of leftovers sit in the fridge. The kids will eat on it, but I guess the way my palate is, I don't like eating the same stuff for too long. But her meatloaf, I can eat that 2 or 3 days in a row because it's that good. Um, some honorable mentions that I think should have been mentioned on here that weren't is cabbage and collard greens. I really think those cooked and ate the second or third day after they've been cooked. I feel like the longer it sits, as long as none of the ingredients in it go bad, I feel like the better it gets. Um, there's something about collard greens and cabbage that's like that hit day 3 that does it for me. I don't know if it does it for y'all, but it definitely does it for me. Um, my wife's pasta salad, the longer that sits, as long as it's still good, it's that's really, really top tier too. She does the multicolored noodles and puts like an Italian dressing in it, and cucumbers, tomatoes, peppers, um, fresh broccoli. She throws all that in there, and it is really. I think it's better the second or third night in when all that stuff gets a chance to gel together. Let's see, we have some other people join. Hey sis, how's it going? Welcome. But yeah, I think a lot of that stuff like the frittatas, I'm not even sure how that ended up on the list. I'd probably take the frittatas and stuff off of the list and maybe throw the cabbage and the greens in there. But yeah, frittatas like that shouldn't have made the list at all, in my opinion. Man, I'm trying not to drink so fast, but I don't know. What are you guys thinking? What foods do you think make the best leftovers that are like good day 2 or 3 after they've been cooked? I know mac and cheese is another one. Ooh, baked beans for me is another one that I could reheat and eat. Um, Also, I think any cookout food just about does it for me because I can make whenever I have cookouts and there's leftover, I can make me a plate with everything I want on it, whether it be like my ribs or pulled pork or anything like that. And I'll put all the stuff that needs to be warmed up on a plate. And if it gets kind of late at night and I get a little hungry, I'll stick that plate in the microwave and heat it up and eat it. And I think it tastes better heating it up. Not better, but I think it. I still think it tastes really good as a leftover. After you heat it up, after it's been in the fridge or so. My sister said pizza. You won't believe it. I found a web. She just joined us. I found a website that rated best leftovers, and pizza came in at number 10. Meatloaf was number one. There was frittatas on the list. I'm not sure how that ended up on there, but yeah. She also said my ribs. Yeah, my ribs are pretty good. Reheated the next day. Somebody's inside playing with the dogs. I hear their squeaky toys. Tell you guys what, this thermocell is doing its job. Like I have not had to swat at one single mosquito all night. I can see them, like floating around and stuff, trying to, be attracted to the lights, but they are, out and about, not bothering me. Hey Shane, how's it going? If you're a dad, happy Father's Day. Welcome to the live. I think I just want a sip of my Dr. Pepper. All right. Let's go ahead and move on to my newest segment of the show, and it is Ode to the Cookaholics. So this segment is going to be dedicated to the people who love cooking. I've been getting all kinds of pictures of food all week, and I thought it would be a really, really good idea to make this a segment. If anything, is going to make you hungry because a lot of this food looks really, really good. But I wanted to go ahead and feature people's dishes that they've been making during the week. Some of the dishes that I've made. I didn't take any pictures tonight, but I made smash burgers on the Blackstone. I probably should have took pictures, but some of my pictures are in here. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start showing off these dishes. This dish here was made by Michael. I don't think he's in here tonight, but it's looks like some oxtails in a Dutch oven over an open fire. Which I need to steal this recipe because that looks delicious. And then Randall sent me. I don't think he's in here either tonight, or at least I haven't seen him. But he had a seafood boil. I think he said he was down in Mississippi, and this was his plate. Looks like it's got some crawfish, sausage, see some corn, potatoes, all the good stuff in there. Um, the next picture here is from that restaurant that I've been to called La Tingeria. This is a shrimp quesadilla. When I tell you guys that this is some of the best tacos and quesadillas that I've had in my life, I'm not exaggerating. I wish I know a lot of people live nearby. Michael, he's one of them. I know he lives in here in Virginia, but you guys need to make it out to La Tingeria in Spotsylvania, Virginia, if you have not. Um, they have a billboard on the outside of their restaurant, or poster rather, that says they made the top 100. Excuse me, they made the top 100 restaurants in Virginia based off of the newspaper called the Washingtonian. Um, Let's see. Do I have I do have another picture of them, and this is their traditional quesadilla right here. Um, I may have to leave the admin phone, and I don't have Instagram, so I can't do that actually. But when they have a video of them on their Instagram page where they took this quesadilla and two people grabbed one end of it and they pulled it apart. And when I tell you the cheese stretched and it didn't broke, it probably stretched about a good 4 or 5 feet. And one guy sitting there with a tortilla, trying to wrap the cheese up around it, and more cheese was just coming out and it didn't break. I had one, this one here has burrito beef in it, and when I tell you, I walked out of that restaurant and I could not suck in my stomach to impress anybody to save my life. Oh my God, I was stuffed after that. Of course, I've had some burrito tacos and stuff like that, and a fish taco. Um, but that place is really really good. Um, Next picture is last weekend when I threw some kebabs on the grill. These are just some simple chicken and pepper kebabs. I wanted to do pineapple, but we couldn't find any fresh pineapple, so I had to just go with this. And then Randall sent me this picture. It's just a grill, just like stuffed full of meat, and there's some potatoes back there in the background. If there's one thing I love when I go to a cookout, is I just love seeing a grill stuffed with meat. Like it just gives me all kinds of joy. Here's my version of a somewhat stuffed grill. I had finished cooking all the ribs and stuff like that. I just had some pork steaks and the hot dogs for the kids and some ears of corn. But then some fried fish, that catfish that you guys saw earlier in Catch of the Week. These are some catfish nuggets that I fried up here and served to the family, and they crushed those. But that is all I have for the Ode to the Cookaholics. If you have some food pictures that you want featured in the live, shoot them over to me in a Facebook message, Instagram message, or you can email them to me at bigfellaoutdoors@gmail.com, and we'll talk about your dishes as well. I feel like this show is going by pretty quick tonight. We went through almost all the segments. I think I have an email from Asking Big Fella. I think I got a lot. An email for that. So we'll go ahead and get into that in a minute. Back to the segment where we were talking about who has the best, who you think has the best fishing learning channel. Beaver Bear says, I learned a lot from Matt Stefan, Bass channel. I don't think I've heard of him. I'm going to have to go look him up. I know earlier in the show I said I learned a lot from Fluke Master and Brian Latimer. Those are the two most people that I watch. I watch the Googans from time to time, but I mainly watch their stuff for more of the entertainment value than to learn anything. Although I have learned some stuff watching them. But I'll have to look up that Matt Stefan Bass channel. There's nothing wrong with learning some new tricks every now and then. But if you ask me when I took my wife and daughter out fishing a week or two ago, seemed like the old tricks are still working too. I was fishing for crappie and I was just using a little crappie jig and I caught I think that bass was about 4 pounds. I caught that and that's what I use to be like my fish finder, if you will. I'll toss that around stumps and stuff like that because I can with it being so light and the hooks aren't as thick a gauge if it gets caught. If I had braid on, I could pull that lure back to me. It'll bend the hook out, but I could get it back and bend the hook back and make another cast without having to tie on. Beaver Bear said that's a nice bass. He must be talking about Jason's bass that he caught while he was out kayak fishing. This one here. Yeah, I agree. That's a nice bass. He didn't tell me the weight of it, I wish I could zoom in on this ruler to see how long it was. With its shape, and I would think the size of it would be like relative weight based off of the length. It's not really a really thin fish at all. So guesstimating the weight based off of the length should be fairly accurate. But I do agree that was a really, really nice bass. Since I like it when young people fish so much, I know Shane just joined. I'm gonna show you some of the fish some of the young guys caught here. My son and his friend Cam went out fishing. They caught this perch one day. Cam, he caught this perch, and then they caught this catfish. Cam said Isaiah was scared to touch the catfish. I got to show him how to hold it again without hurting himself on the barbs. Um, but yeah, I wanted to feature those again. Like I was saying earlier, they actually they'll walk to their fishing spot, and I think I had some leftover bait from when I went catfishing, and they've been using that all week. And they go to this lady's um property. She has a dock right here off of the river, and she allows them to fish off of it. So I'm kind of happy that people are still letting youngsters go out and fish without giving them too much grief about their private property. So I'm really, really happy for them that they do have somewhere to go. Oh, Beaver Bear said he was talking about the 4 pounder that I had caught a week or two ago. Well, I appreciate that. It felt good catching a fish like that after I haven't been fishing for bass in such a long time. It lets me know I still got it. So that was pretty fun. That was pretty cool to catch that. Let's see. My phone screen was starting to get dark again. My cigar keeps trying to go out. Trying to keep that thing lit. So yeah, you guys. Thursday, me and the family are taking a trip out to New Jersey. We're going to be doing some fishing the 50, trying to catch a fish at a couple lakes out there. Um, my older kids are old enough to the point where they need fishing license, so I gotta go get me, my wife, and them two fishing licenses. Going to pack up the truck and going up there. We got a hotel for a few days. Um, Isaiah and my daughter, they're very, very interested in Hamilton. They've been watching the Hamilton musical on, I think, Amazon Prime. Gavin watches it every day, and that's not an exaggeration. Um, he'll watch it every day, and when my daughter told him about Hamilton Museums being up there in New Jersey, he made it a point to make sure that's one of our stops while we're up there. So we're going to go ahead and visit the Hamilton Museum, try to hammer out some fish. Hopefully, we can really, really get on them. We'll be fishing from the bank. Don't have enough kayaks, and of course, the boat was down, like I was saying. And then we're going to try to eat some food. I don't think New Jersey is like known for a specific type of food. Like when someone says like Memphis or Texas or anything like that, they think about barbecue. I don't think New Jersey is known for anything. I mean, I guess it's close enough to New York where you can say, "Oh, try pizza." So we might try pizza, or ask some of the locals what they think the best food place is around there. We're super excited for it. We can't wait. I got 2 days. I worked Monday and Tuesday. I took off Wednesday to clean up around the house, get the vehicle straight. I want to wash it. I got some new tires for it, so I'm gonna go take the tires and get that put on, and make sure everything's all packed up. I gotta I'm gonna spend that day relining all of our fishing rods, making sure I got all the fishing stuff I need. But yeah, we're super excited. We can't wait. Shane says, "Hope you have all have a great time, brother, and catch some great fish." I hope so. I haven't traveled to a state and not caught a fish yet. I hope this is not my first one. Um, we shall see though. We'll definitely be trying. That's for sure. All right. I think we're going to go ahead and move on to our last segment. I got to see if I can find the email. And it is called Ask a Big Fella. All right. As always, if you want to email me for any advice, I know a lot of the guys in the comment section give good advice. I feel like I give some good advice. You can always email me at bigfellaoutdoors@gmail.com. I'll keep it anonymous and I'll read the email, and we will all try our best to help you out. With that being said, this email is titled "Don't Want to Feel Alone." Email reads as, "Hey guys, relationship advice needed. My girlfriend and I live together, and the sport she plays is a big part of her life and her social life too. She has always been really into sports, but lately the social aspect has been bothering me a bit because one day of every week is entirely around it. I completely support her going to the matches and having a beer with her teammates afterward, but usually going for a beer will go on for the rest of the day. If the match ends at 4 p.m., she will be out at the pub until about 10 or 11 p.m. So that means one day of every weekend, we can't have any plans together, and I usually end up staying home alone. Most of my friends, let me set that down before I burn my neck. Um, Most of my friends who are also in relationships spend Sundays with their partners, so it's hard to plan something. I always try to, but my plans never last long. My plans never last that long anyway. I feel a bit lonely, and I feel like the day we do have together on the weekend is usually to extend social commitments, so we are not really left with much time for ourselves, like going for dinner, the movies, or just chilling. When I tried to voice this to her, she got mad, saying we live together and we already spend a lot of time together, and this is her moment to do something she enjoys. She said this is me being controlling, and she doesn't think that's fair, as she's not doing anything wrong, and sports have been always been a big part of her life. I don't see myself as a controlling person. We've always had the freedom to do whatever without each other. I just don't understand why she can't find a bit of balance. So at least a little bit of the day could be spent with me. Am I asking for too much? I would appreciate your thoughts on this and if you have similar experiences. Thank you. Well, I would say I think what you're going to have to do is obviously you don't want her to give up her sport. I mean, and that would be like my wife asking me to give all this up because she knows I love doing it. Um, I don't want to say she's come to the terms of me, like YouTube and stuff like that, taking my time out of my day because she knows I enjoy it. I think you have to find a way to, like real. You got to realize that. I guess she's been playing the sport. When you met her, it's always been a part of her. So I guess you're just going to have to come with the terms that that one day is going to be dedicated to that sport, even the social commitment of it. Um, I'm not sure if she's like a paid athlete or not, but I do know some of them are contracted to have be at social engagements and things like that. I mean, it sounds like she could take you along with you. That might help a little bit. But I think what you really, really need to do, as much as it would be nice to hang out with other couples, you might have to pick another day and set that day aside for date night or movies or just hanging out and chilling. But I definitely do understand the fact that you don't want to feel alone. Um, I don't think you said you had any of your own hobbies or anything like that. It sounds like she said you're free to do stuff too. Um, I would maybe try to go get a hobby too. Um, but I think you guys should pick another day other than I know it's kind of hard with working Monday through Friday, but if she doesn't have practice or anything like that on Friday, maybe you could ask your couple friends to switch their days up to Friday, and then maybe you could all could go to the match on Saturday or Sunday whenever she has the match, and you could support her while she's doing her thing. I feel like if you show support while you do her thing, she'd be more open to spending more time with you while either doing your thing or just doing stuff together. Um, but yeah, I think in order to not feel alone, I think you just have to occupy your time with something else, like maybe your own hobby, so you don't feel alone because you'll be engaged in whatever it is you're doing. But I mean, it sounds like it's a pretty cool relationship that she's into a sport that she's playing. Uh, I feel like you could always support. I know, like, if I were to put myself in your shoes, especially with me doing YouTube like this, I'm going live, a couple nights. Once a week, every night for a couple hours. My wife doesn't mind it at all. I think she's inside like watching TV or so. Oh wow, I just got attacked by a bug. She's inside watching TV or getting her hair done or something for the wedding tomorrow. She's not bothering me. If she wanted to come out here and sit and join the live, I'd be more than happy to have her. But I think you just got to come to terms. Oh, hey dog. One of our dogs just like showed up here, was like looking at me, trying to figure out what I'm doing. But I think you should support her in her endeavors, and I think she'll come around to and being more open to maybe trying to give up some of that time. Like, I don't know if practice is mandatory or if it's like an intramural sport, but maybe she can move some things around and be able to hang out with you so you don't feel as lonely. Because quality time is definitely key in any relationship. I will say that. What are you guys thinking in the comment section? You guys agreeing with me, or do you think there's something I left out, or what are you guys thinking? It's like Shane said he agrees with me. Um, yeah, I think we hit it right on the head with that advice. Yeah, that's a bit of a tough one. It's a little bit different with me because I wasn't all like me and my wife were together, and then I started YouTube, and she definitely supports me in doing this and taking the time out to do this. Um, she has her hobbies too, and she's like, "Hey, I'm going to go do such and such." I'll be like, "I'll be here playing Xbox, or I'll be here making content." Um, Somebody said, "What's Isaiah doing?" I think he's in his room watching us live as he speak. Isaiah, if you're watching, you can come on out here and join in. Um, there's plenty of room on the couch out here. Let's see if he comes out. Skibbity Sigma. That's a pretty interesting nickname. That's got to be somebody young. Skibbity. Oh, Skibbity Toilet Riz. I think I need another ice ball. I have my piece of ice in here is about the same size as my fingernail. So my drink is getting warmer and warmer by the minute. While we're waiting to see if he comes out here, I'm out of segments, so we're just gonna go ahead and free for all it here. Do any of you guys have any plans for the 4th of July? I know my plan, cooking out right out here. Going to be out there in the pool. Going to light some fireworks out here. Throw some stuff on the grill. Just have a good old yard party. It's going to be a lot smaller than the Bigfella Bash, but figured we would just do a little something here at the house. We'll try to get crabs, but that's going to be a hard one to do with it being a holiday weekend. Seems like all the crabbers always sell out of crabs really quick. Some people don't catch crabs. They have trouble catching crabs. Whoops, my phone fell way over there. I'll be right back, you guys. I dropped my phone. Oh, can you get that for me? Thank you. You want to be on the live? Somebody's asking about you. Whoever Skibbity Sigmas is.
Yeah, that's him.
I thought he was somebody else. I thought he was Tripping Potato.
Yeah, that's King.
Who's Skibbity Sigmas?
I don't know.
Who is Skibbity Sigmas? We got your boy right here. He made it. Kind of name is Skibbity Sigmas. I know I've heard of Skibbity. Oh, Skibbity toy.
Sigma means.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if it is him.
Any of y'all got plans for the 4th? He's the kid that was fishing with you and Cam yesterday.
Oh, I know who that is. Cam's cousin.
Oh, okay. Hey, Cam's cousin. Welcome. Seems y'all got a nice little spot down there. I might have to go talk to the homeowner and see if she'll let me fish down there too. She might be like, "Nope, young people only." And I'm like,
"She'll let you fish."
"Oh, okay." Shane said he's probably going to do some grilling of his own. Hey, if you want your grilling pics and ode to the cookaholics, send them to me. I'll put them in the show when it's that time. I think we're going to cook. 4th of July falls on a Thursday or something this year, so I think we're going to do. There we go. I think we're going to do our cookout the Saturday before, and I think we have a family reunion the Saturday after. But yeah, we'll probably just cook out a little something here. My phone is telling me that there's rain possible in the next half hour. I don't see any stars out, so it's definitely a possibility. So I want to put something to somewhat of a vote here for next week for story time with Bigfella. Do you guys want me to tell the story about when I burned my arm on a go-kart? That story is a little more interesting than what I've just said. Or do you guys want me to tell you guys about the time when I was in college and I broke my foot and went to the club and all that stuff? That was a pretty funny one too. What? Shane said lakes in Texas are about 11 feet over pool. Are you guys still getting hammered with all that rain down there? Something moved over here and made my light turn on outside. Yeah, hopefully.
Sorry, come here.
Oh, that's good. Shane said it's been slowing down. But 11 feet over pool, geez Louise. I'm pretty sure the ramp and stuff is still underwater. Here in Virginia, we haven't had rain in, gosh, a couple weeks now. Ever since it got up into like the 80s and 90s, it hasn't really rained much at all. We could use it. I cut grass the other day, and I had dust flying everywhere. Um, Probably going to have to power wash the neighbor's house because that much dust was flying up. It wasn't like I was cutting the grass too low or anything. I think the setting on my lawnmowers goes from 1 to 9. I used to cut it on like 4 or 5. I think I actually cut it on 5. Um, been following some landscaping groups, and they say if you could cut it high, it helps shade itself, and the grass stays healthier when it's hot out. So I cut it on like 5, I think, and I still had dust flying everywhere. It was ridiculous. Luckily, I got that power wash, and I could power wash all the cars. Hey, you excited to go to New Jersey?
Yeah.
What you looking forward to the most?
Fishing probably.
Yeah, I can't wait to get into some New Jersey waters.
What kind of fish do they have there?
The lake we're going to, I think it has largemouth and smallmouth. I'm hoping to be able to hook my very first smallmouth. I heard those things fight really, really hard. Um, I think they have white bass in there too.
White bass.
Yeah, it almost looks like a striped bass, but it's smaller.
I think that little creek down there has bass in it too.
It might. Shane said most of the ramps are closed. Ugh.
Come here.
The dog's being protective.
He's barking at us.
Shane said smallmouth are fun. Yeah, I can't wait to hook my first. I may have to go hook up with wife calling me home up there in Pennsylvania. He has a charter. I think he charters on the Susquehanna River, or Susquehanna, however you pronounce it. Been looking at his stuff. He's been taking people out. They've been catching some largies and smallies. Be really, really great to go up there and link up with him and catch some smallies. That's kind of on my bucket list this year. Smallmouth, walleye, snakehead. It's got to be it. Once I get this boat fixed, I'll be able to get out there more. Even more so when I get the kayak trailer done. Shane said the Susquehanna is a great river. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure we crossed it when we did Fishing the 50 in Pennsylvania. I can't quite remember. If I remember right, I think it's southern Pennsylvania. If that's the case, I'm pretty sure we drove over it going to Allentown. Y'all, I'm sitting as I'm sitting here going through my admin stuff. I'm still tripping out about that food list. Like frittatas, y'all, frittatas, leftovers, leftover eggs. No, Shane, you've been pretty active in the comments. Do you think you can eat leftover frittatas or quiche? I don't think I could. I don't think I've ever ate quiche a day in my life. Sitting here thinking about it. I know I've never cooked the quiche in this house. Shane said probably not. Yeah. I don't know. Well, I can't remember if you were on here or not when I was going through the this website's top 10 leftover foods.
Have you showed them the taco spot?
Yeah, I showed them The traditional quesadilla, and then what we know as a quesadilla, the flat ones. Like I didn't. That's something I didn't know. Like when somebody said quesadilla, I've always thought of the flat, like cheese or maybe a little bit of meat, not the big bulbous round 5 mile stretch cheese that is delicious. But that taco spot he was just mentioning, good. I took him there. He's a taco fanatic, and I'm pretty sure he would agree that's the number one taco spot we go to.
Best tacos ever.
And Shane said he wasn't on here for the top 10 best foods. I'm gonna go through them really quick. They said number 10 was pizza. Number 9, curry. Number 8, fried chicken. Number 7, frittatas, quiche, and tarts. 6 is chili. 5 is spaghetti with meat sauce. 4 is beef stew. 3 is pulled pork. 2 is lasagna, and number 1 is meatloaf. Um, I agreed with like 1 through 6. I'd probably have them in a different order, but I don't know how frittatas and quiche even made the list. Um, and I'm not sure how fried chicken or pizza was 7th and 10th, or I'm sorry, 8th and 10th. I thought they would have been higher on the list, like 2, 3, maybe even 4. And to me, that list was kind of wild. Leftover quiche. I was saying some of the honorable mentions that didn't even make the list was a couple sides like collard greens and um, cabbage, baked beans. A lot of the cookout foods I think are like really good, like leftover, like second day, second day, like third day even food. My wife's pasta salad. If we can keep that good for like 3 or 4 days, that's really, really good once it's all um, together. Like it's been in the refrigerator, melting together and all that good stuff. Not melting together, melding. Beaver Man said meatloaf is my number one, the sloppy joes, then hamburger. I haven't had a sloppy joe. Godly. I'm 38. I don't even know if I've fixed y'all sloppy joes before.
It was like the second or third year at the old house.
At the old house?
Yeah.
The Varuna?
Yeah.
So that's been about 10 plus years since I had me a sloppy joe. I think I'm gonna have to fix that. I'm gonna find a recipe. I don't want to do the canned sloppy joes because it has onions in it. I'm gonna have to find me a recipe to make my own. He said, "Oh damn, yeah, 10 years is a long time to have not had something." Yo, I'm not sponsored by them by any means. They probably don't even know who Bigfella Outdoors is, but I want to thank Thermosol for protecting us from all the bugs and stuff tonight. I know last week I was getting hammered by mosquitoes. Me and Gavin were out here looked like we were having a tennis match. Me and him, I was swatting this way, he was swatting that way. If somebody could have like edited a little ball bouncing back and forth between me and him swatting, it would have looked like we had a whole ping pong or tennis match out here. But I want to give a shout out to Thermacell for keeping all the bugs and stuff off me tonight. I can literally see them like they're swimming around like the porch light and the extra lights that I have out here, making me nice and bright, but they aren't getting anywhere near me or this Thermacell. So I want to thank Thermacell for this invention. Came across Thermacell when I was looking at hunting stuff, and I was like, Thermacell, what's that? And bought it to keep in the tree stand with me or in the ground blind. And it was lovely being able to sit completely still and not have to swat at bugs. Want to give a shout out to CAO Flavors for making this delicious Bella Vanilla cigar. Oh, so smooth. It's been an hour and 17 minutes, and this thing is still burning, even though it's pretty short. I should be stubbing this out, but it's so good. I want to try to smoke it until my fingers are starting to burn. I have 4 more in there, but I want to try to save those for the live. If I run out of this, I always have the cherry bombs. I bought these out here. Shane Cox says Thermacell, they work great. Man, I had Thermacells at a cookout one time. It wasn't a Bigfella bash, but I had them set out on a couple tables, and I ain't hear no complaints from that table or two whatsoever that for the couple I did have. Before I downsized this porch, I used to keep them out here, and we'd sit out here and play games, and I have to worry about bugs or anything. It was awesome. Who's that? Oh. Our Chihuahua's trying to keep us safe again. He's barking at people down there in the driveway. Probably going to go ahead and end this live soon. I got a wedding to get ready for tomorrow. I got to shave this head of mine. As you can see, when I swiped it, it sounded like sandpaper. See, listen. So I got to go ahead and throw a razor to this. We went to the barber shop. I got the beard straight. Got him an old haircut. I had him trim the dead ends on my beard, so the beard's looking kind of short right now. But I need to find my beard products to get the nice big full beard I had going a long time ago. But not a long time ago, a year or two ago. But I want to get that nice and full again. His cigar is starting to burn my fingers. All right, so the cigar is out, and I am out of ice in the drink, so I do think we are going to go ahead and end this live. Shane, you and your family have a great night. But if y'all don't see any of my videos, to all you fathers out there, you guys have a happy Father's Day Sunday. We'll probably be out on the water with my dad or something, trying to get into some fish. Probably won't be on the boat, because all 4 of us can't, because I'm taking Gavin too. All 4 of us won't be able to fit on my boat. And I'm not sure if I'll have time to put the bearings on there or not. So we're going to try to go out to the river or something, catch some perch and catfish and whatnot. Again, we talked about who we thought the best learning fishing channel was. I got a Beaver Baron gave me a name. I got to look that up. Maybe go give him a follow. Matt Stefan Bass channel. I'm going to screenshot that. I'll go check him out and see if I can learn a thing or two from him. We featured the new segment, ODE to the Cookaholics. If you want any of your food pictures, your fishing pictures, your outdoor pictures, or if you are looking for any advice or anything like that, shoot them to me in an email at bigfellaoutdoors@gmail.com. If it's easier for you to send your pictures through Facebook Messenger or Instagram Messenger, you could do that as well. I want to say I love you guys. I appreciate all of you for joining my lives. It's I didn't know if I was going to be any good at this or how long it was going to last, but I really, really enjoy doing these. Feels like you guys are really out here kicking it on the porch with me, having a cigar and a drink with me. So again, I really, really appreciate it. But I want to wish you all again a happy Father's Day and a very good night. And I will see y'all live next Friday, probably at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time when we're in New Jersey. Y'all have a good night.